Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Aloha from Honolulu and home of the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the San Jose State Spartans, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Spartans will put toe to leather to crank us up. Out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors offense will come out first. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we've played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. And the Rainbow Warriors are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Right on the money. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. With that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
From the gun, running back on the move. Let's take a second to think about Hawaii. The biggest problem for schools at this level is getting enough big bodies, particularly on the offensive line, and getting a 3-star guy like this can really help them at this level, Jesse.
Yeah, and when you get guys like that on your offensive line, if you can get a couple dudes like that, all of a sudden now you can hang with bigger, better competition. Games are still won and lost in the trenches. I know this is just one piece, but getting this 3-star offensive lineman who is very highly recruited, that was a massive win for this head coach.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. It's complete to the right. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. The Rainbow Warriors are marching down the field. Running back searching for a hole. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
They go to the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Rainbow Warriors pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Firing to the right, complete.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Grab near the sticks. It's Booth. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. And the Rainbow Warriors didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Wide out trying to get it in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. The Rainbow Warriors headed quickly to the line. Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Hawaii!
And how about the wheels for the QB? You could tell, man, he can roll, and they're going to use him. This is just the first drive. You see him going for the touchdown. I imagine we'll see more of that guy running the football with that kind of speed.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So San Jose State's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. There's a receiver who's going to draw some attention, Jesse, but really, he's just part of this whole offensive puzzle.
He hasn't been the most consistent guy when it comes to catching the ball for this offense this year, but he has had some big moments. He has had some big games as well. And, David, you know, from a roster standpoint, they're generally not going to overmatch or overwhelm anybody from the receiver spot, but this is a dude that can get it done.
I think that's the biggest point that you made. It's a guy that has the potential to make big plays. And if you're pointing to a guy, he is the one. Talking to Coach.
It's a seam wide open. And he's brought down after making the big catch, but not before he picks up more than 40.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. And the Spartans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to go up top. He's got the back in the middle. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
And I tell you what, I love this call early in the game. You know why? You get your quarterback hit early. He gets hit. Wait a minute. Nerves settle. Everything's good.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Spartans.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. First play of this drive comes from the 27. To the ground with the back. He'll push his way out to the 38, pickup of 3.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They have set the tone in this one already inside a minute to play in a wild first quarter. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Now on second down. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Booth. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Snagged out of the air. Breaks into the open. Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. Bringing it back at the 30, at the 20. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the turn to give the offense tremendous field position.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart, and he's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive, so it's got to be kind of bittersweet.
Keeps looking downfield. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Spartans.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
This offense has it with really good field position. Wants to throw on first down. Fires on the move. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. He makes the catch. He's knocked down immediately, but they'll have a goal-to-go situation from the 8. You get that turnover and you try to punch them hard immediately on the first play, and they come up with a big gain.
And when the defense is running on the field, you are thinking sudden change, sudden change. When they create a turnover, a lot of times offenses want to be aggressive. They were, and they get rewarded.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, San Jose State. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover.
Tons of room in the middle. How about this freshman leading them on the chase and making the big play after the catch? And the Rainbow Warriors want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The run from the shotgun. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just...
Going for it all. Touchdown, Warriors! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the lines, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. San Jose State has the ball and ready to go on the attack. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody open downfield, and he just decided to take off.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Bring in the heat. Caught near the sticks. It's Smith. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. The Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. And the Spartans are on the move. Hand off from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
The sure hands, it's Smith. He'll go out of bounds at the 21-yard line.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Back to pass on second down. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, San Jose State.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it out. It's Stanley. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Makes the grab.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
They're looking to throw on second and short. Going for it all. Makes the catch down the right side. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. The Rainbow Warriors are in the red zone. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Stanley. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Zings it complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to get it in. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Hawaii.
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you needed. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited, use that momentum to start the second half.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. They march 79 yards on the drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Walker. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Guys, this San Jose State offense trying to get this ball moving. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
The Spartans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Makes the catch. It's Walker. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Now the play fake. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Give to the back. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a third down and 3.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
He's got an open man. Oh, what a move to get room. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Spartans. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final to let you know about, a game happening inside the ACC today. Virginia took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week, and the end result was a focused group of Cavaliers that fired on all cylinders. One team will rise in the ACC standings, while the other is going to sink like a stone. The harsh reality of college football.
There he goes. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you look like defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Gets it out fast. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to burn this defensive back. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield. So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's got him this time. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Just keep slinging it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Trying play action. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Catch in the middle, it's Walker. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Starting to feel a little pressure. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He's taking the shot. Got it in stride inside the 20. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. And the Spartans are flying down the field. Looking downfield on first down. He makes a grab. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Spartans. No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tacked on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Rainbow Warriors come to the line in the hurry-up. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments.
San Jose State.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48.
Here we go.
Wants to go up top on first down. He's going for it all. And he makes the catch inside the 25.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it. They have completely flipped the field.
Moves away as he feels pressure. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it on the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling. And the Rainbow Warriors trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Quarterback may change this route. He'll set up to throw. Looking for the goal line. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing. and just destroying this defense.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Got a man, it's Smith. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
We've come to the end of the period, and San Jose State is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Leaves it with the running back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. The Spartans, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Bostic. Turning it on. He goes out of bounds across the 25. Mark it at the 24. In this defense, its head is spinning.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
He's got it on the right. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, San Jose. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They have got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
He'll return it. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Harris. Just has a knack for hitting that move on time. He's out to the 33.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And he's got it inside the 35. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Times
breaks into the open. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Snagged in the middle. It's Booth. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. The Rainbow Warriors want to move quickly. He wants to throw it again. Quarterback adapted. Touchdown, Hawaii! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
That just gets in the zone, right? And you can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The San Jose State offense is back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Tackle is made.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
The RPO, it's complete. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. And the Spartans have this offense rolling.
First down for the offense.
Gives it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This offense could not have executed in this situation any better, just draining some time off the clock.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Looking for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. The Spartans will punt it away on fourth down. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. He'll start this drive firing. Got his man downfield. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. After the flag, 1st and 15 for this offense. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line.
Well, you're down 2 possessions. The defense knows you're going to take shots, so it's not going to be easy. But how about that explosive play? And a 50-50 ball. Guy comes down with it, and that is perfect. You've got to score quick and get the ball back quickly here to win this game.
Hauls it in.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Rainbow Warriors racing to the line in the hurry-up. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown Warriors! And they take it in for 6 more points. Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Coming out with it, it's Walker. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. San Jose State has the ball and ready to go on the attack. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. And the Spartans, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's busted. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. It's caught. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Spartans will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Caught. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. If they can move that thing 1 yard here, that'll probably wrap this baby up. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up. And now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but 2nd down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's taking the deep shot. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
I think at this time, you just have to throw caution to the wind. You're down by a lot. You're deep in your own end late, so you're just going to be throwing it. The defense knows it. They're pinning their ears back. You're going to have to get rid of it early. Someone...
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. When you deal with a rivalry game, you have to live with the outcome for a full year. And this one is going to rest in their minds for the entire season going into next year.
And it's not going to sit well with the losing team. When you lose these, you're going to get hounded and you're going to get hate. You're going to get social media is going to destroy you about losing to your rival. But you got to put it past you. It is just one game. It's not that big of a deal. Well, Jesse, yeah, it kind of is.
It kind of is a big deal. You're right, David. I mean, a lot of these kids, they played with each other or against each other in high school. They've known each other for a long time. There's going to be a lot of trash talking going on, not just between players, but the fans, their